fantastic in every way. In a moment, when I count to 3, you're going to be taking an all-expense paid trip to Hawaii because you're a top producer at your company, and they've rewarded you with an all-expense paid trip to Hawaii. You'll arrive in Hawaii. You'll be beachside, 10 o'clock in the morning, 75 degrees, kicked back in a lounge chair, keeping your eyes closed, keeping the sun out of your eyes, feeling absolutely fantastic in every single way. 1, you're getting on that plane to Hawaii. 2, you're crossing the Pacific Ocean. 3, you have arrived in Hawaii. Kick back in that lounge chair, keep your eyes closed, and feel that sunshine. Oh, that feels so good. Kick back in that lounge chair. It feels so good. Yeah, you can feel the ocean waves coming in, the little breeze coming in off the ocean. Feels so good. Oh, yes. Smell the pineapples in the background. Oh, how nice does it get? It doesn't get much better than this. Absolutely fantastic. Temperature starting to rise. It's 85, 95, 100 degrees. You're getting really, really hot. Your mouth tastes like cardboard. It is so, so hot. If you want to drink cold ice water, reach down by your right foot. By your right foot, there's a big jug of cold ice water. Go ahead and drink that water down. And as you drink that water down, it relaxes you even more. Yeah, that tastes really good. Just let it relax you even more. Tastes really, really good. Temperature continues to rise. 105 degrees. Here comes the ice cream man. You like a nice cold ice cream cone? How about your left hand? I'll give you a nice ice cream cone. Go ahead. Hold that left hand. Here you go. And as you lick that ice cream cone, that relaxes you even more. Oh, is that tasty? Yeah. Wait a minute. That ice cream is starting to run down your arm. You better lick it off. You don't want to waste that. It's so hot outside. Here come the gnats. Gnats are coming. You better bet those gnats like it bad. Gnats are gone. Ice cream gone. And the temperatures drop back down to a nice comfortable 75 degrees. In fact, it's beginning to get a little bit cold outside. It's getting really cold outside. Temperatures drop down to 40 degrees. 35 degrees. 32 degrees. It is freezing outside. Your nose is cold. Your toes are cold. Your ears feel like an ice cube on the side of your head. It's cold. In fact, it's beginning to snow. Oh my goodness, how in the world is it snowing in Hawaii? The freeze is coming down. It's a blizzard out here. It's coming in so hard. The wind, the world, it's so cold. It's freezing. I can fix this. If you're seated next to somebody, grab a hold of that person. Get some of that body warm. Get it tighter. Hold it tight. Squeeze tight, 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 tight. Okay, I'm going to fix this. Everybody, sleep now. Loose, limp, and relax. Give us a big round of applause. Give us a big round of applause. I call them floppers. This person looks like John. Go ahead and have a seat up here. No, right there. You're good. Feel good. Really relaxed. John, sleep. In a moment, on your way to the hotel, you spotted a classic car rental place. You decided you wanted to go check out Hawaii. You saw a classic 1965 cherry red convertible Mustang. And you decided to go ahead and rent that Mustang. On the count of 3, you're going to be seated upright. You'll open your eyes. You are going to be in the driver's seat of that classic 1965 cherry red convertible Mustang, and you are going to be looking good. You don't have the keys yet. I'll give you the keys in just a moment. But when I count to 3, you're going to be seated upright. Open your eyes. You're going to be in the driver's seat of that classic 1965 cherry red convertible Mustang. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open. Be seated upright. Check out that Mustang, man. You guys are looking good. Y'all want to see him take a ride in the Mustang? Yeah. Okay. Y'all want to take a ride in the Mustang? You're looking good. Okay. Hold your right hand. Give you the keys. Here you go. Put them in your pocket real quick. Put them in your pocket. Okay, now, adjust that rear view mirror. Put on your seatbelts. Reach over your left shoulder, put on your seatbelts. Okay. Take the keys out of your pocket. Put them in the ignition. Come on, Sean, you can get it. Put it in the ignition. Turn the key. Take a right turn. Let's head on out to the beach. Yeah, baby, you're looking good. Straighten back out, straighten back out. Looking good. Hey, you're cruising down the road here. Yeah, down Waikiki Beach. I see some of your fellow IIAG members. Why don't you go ahead and wave to them? They wish they were in the car with you. Go ahead. Yeah. Hey, you're looking good. Yeah, man. You're looking good. You feel the wind blowing in your hair with that convertible. Everybody's looking at you. They wish they were in the car with you right now. Why don't you reach down and put on a little music that you can move to? Yeah, baby. Come on, work. You driving, look. They're looking at you. Everybody wants to be in that car with you. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! That fun, yeah. Yeah, baby. Looking good. Yeah, why don't we see what this baby can do? Put your head to the right. 55, 65, 75 miles an hour, 85, 100 miles an hour. You are flying down the road. Look at the rear view mirror. Is that a cop? Slow down. Brakes. He passed you by. He was going after the other IAG guy. Y'all got lucky. Turn the car back around, make a left turn. Let's bring it on back to the hotel. Everybody take a nice deep breath and sleep now. Loose, limp, and relax. Give these folks another big round of applause. You're relaxing beautifully. Change the image. Change the behavior. If you hit a ceiling in your performance, and you can visualize going beyond that ceiling, if you can see yourself making contacts all day long, if you can see yourself sitting at that kitchen table or that living room table, wherever you are, and getting a handful of referrals from that person, I mean, really put that image in your mind, see it happen. Do you think that your behavior would change to be consistent with that new image? Change the image, change the behavior. Give these guys another big round of applause. Wouldn't you agree that the ability to control your emotions would have a beneficial effect upon your ability to close sales? Say you went to your first appointment. You were in there for 2.5 hours. And you walked out empty-handed. How do you think that's going to affect your demeanor at your next appointment? You'll probably walk into that next appointment with your shoulders down, your head down, low energy, no enthusiasm. Do you think you're going to sell that next customer? Vice versa. Let's say you went to your first appointment, you're only in there a half an hour, and you walked out with the fattest policy you've ever written and a bucket full of referrals. Now, how do you think that will affect your demeanor going into your next appointment? Shoulders back, chin up, full of energy, enthusiasm. You are on fire. Do you think that next person might buy from you? Wouldn't it be great if you could walk into every single appointment as if you just closed the biggest, fattest policy in your life right before then? Can you control your emotions like that? Well, let's see. In a moment, it just so happens that in the hotel that you're staying at, there's a theater right next door. And tonight, the premiere of the world's funniest movie is playing. On the count of 3, you'll be seated upright, you'll open your eyes, and you are going to be at the premiere of the world's funniest movie. And the longer that movie goes on, the funnier that movie gets. However, whenever you hear me say the word popcorn, you're going to smell the worst smell you've ever smelled in your entire life. It is going to stink. You're not going to vomit, you're not going to get ill or anything like that, but it is going to stink. And that smell is going to be coming from the person seated right next to you. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3 and 9 before you be seated upright, open your eyes, you get the premiere of the world's funniest movie. The longer the movie goes on, the funnier the movie gets. Whenever you hear me say the word popcorn, you'll smell the worst smell you've ever smelled in your entire life. You won't vomit, you won't get ill. And that smell is going to be coming from the person seated right next to you. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, be seated upright. Check out that movie. Is that a funny movie or what? 5 times funnier. 10 10 times funnier. The harder you laugh, the better you feel. 20 times funnier. Is that a funny movie or what? 30 times funnier. Smells gone, movie's back on, 50 times funnier. Oh, is that a funny movie? Oh, that is one funny movie. 100 times funnier. That's the funniest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, that is one funny movie. In addition, anybody want some popcorn? Wait a minute, that smell's not coming from your neighbor. That smell's coming from you, and it's 10 times as bad. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Smell's gone, movie back on. And that is one heck of a movie. That is so funny. I can fix this. I don't want you to choke to death. Everybody take a nice deep breath and sleep now. Loose and limp and relax. Loose and limp. Deep asleep. Give these guys a big round of applause. Now what amazes me is how they went from a comatose state to laughing uncontrollably in a matter of a few minutes. But what is more amazing is how they went from laughing uncontrollably back to a comatose state with the mere suggestion of sleep now. Can you control your emotions with a mere suggestion? Yeah. You want to know how to walk into every appointment as if you just closed the best, fattest policy in your life? Y'all want to know how to do that? Okay. It's this simple. You just relax, just like they're doing. Just get relaxed. And I can teach you how to do that too. You just relax. And then you think in your brain, remember back to when you sold the big fat policy and you got a handful of referrals. Remember that. You really get that image and that feeling deep inside your body. Then go knock on the door. You're going to be amazed at what a difference that makes on your ability to go into every single appointment. You ever watch Tiger Woods or any of these golfers? They see the ball going into the hole. So these people, what you can do is see yourself being energetic, feeling that feeling that you had before, and you can recreate that by mere suggestion. Okay. You relax beautifully, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, deep asleep. So right now, you're probably thinking to yourself, me? Make a lot of contacts and get referrals? I mean, sure, it's easy for these guys to change their behavior. They're hypnotized. But I can't make 10 contacts every day, and getting referrals is way out of my comfort zone. Well, I submit to you that if that is your perception, it is not reality. Our stars will demonstrate. In a moment, when I count to 3, you'll be seated upright, you will open your eyes, and in front of you, you're going to see, on the table in front of you, you're going to see 3 juggling balls. Right on the table in front of you, 3 juggling balls. And whenever I ask you to give me one of those juggling balls, you'll discover that it weighs 16 tons, and the harder you try to pick up any one of those juggling balls, the heavier those juggling balls get. Anytime you try to lift one of those juggling balls, they get heavier and heavier, and they stick tighter and tighter to the table. It's as if they're fused to the table, they're so heavy. So in a moment, when I count to 3, you'll be seated upright, you'll open your eyes, and you'll see 3 juggling balls.